Hey guys, what is going on today? Today we're going to be doing a little short clip video here, and we're going to be testing out the Valentine 1. I was just by here yesterday, and they have a little speed tower out. They usually leave it out sometimes on the weekend. It's up here on the bend, so I'm going to come at it from both angles, and we're going to give it a shot. As far as I know, I still have the latest version of the Valentine 1 update process, as far as I know. So we're going to go ahead and see how well it works. And yeah, sure enough, it's there. It's already picking it up. Can you see it? You points out what area it comes from. Hear it now better? Now watch it. It's gonna go arrows. Turn down the volume just a bit because I don't want it to be annoying. But I figured, you know, I should show you this stuff and show you how good it really is. The Valentine 1 is a great radar detector. I have the Escort Redline in my other vehicle. I run that in my 370Z. Of course, at the same time while I'm driving, I actually have the Waze app running at the same time. You probably won't be able to see it in the camera right now, but see, I have Waze running at the same time, which is an excellent tool. It's free. Why not use it? All right, so what I'm going to do is up here, I'm going to go ahead and turn around into this neighborhood real quick, just do a quick UE real quick, and then we'll come at it from the other direction, and then we'll show you what it looks like. Make sure nobody's coming right now. I'm in my Prelude today. I was going to go up to, I'm going to head up to the range here and shoot my new Colt M4 I bought, and then shoot my Glock 21, my 45 cal. But I figured, in the meanwhile, I might as well show you this thing since I've got to go buy it anyways, and do a little bit of a radar test. So you know where it is. We're probably about a half mile away right now, maybe a little bit under half mile. There's a bend in the road up here. It bends to the right. You'll be able to see the cars. Hopefully you can see this good, and we're gonna go ahead and give it a test. It's 45 miles an hour through here. I wish I had my red, there it is, already. Doing right at 45 miles an hour. It's a K-band. You can see the nice build up to it. It's really good. 1 stands for there's only one radar signal being tracked right now. If there was multiple tracks, it would show the multiple, how many numbers there was. All right, yeah, it's a little over a half mile away from where it started picking it up around that bend. So yeah, I'm just crawling right now. And watch it now, it'll go sideways, then it'll go back. Oh, it didn't actually do it that time. But a lot of times, if you saw it from the first, what it does is it then goes to the side as you go, just as you go by it, and then it points backwards because back here is also a detector. And it's an antenna in the back. So that's about the only one that even has it. And because of that, you get to actually, if somebody's come behind you, you know where it is. And that's really cool because, especially if a police officer is coming behind you, you know, it shows it. But hey, I thought I'd go ahead and share that with you guys. I really enjoy using those things. I know a lot of guys use it for other reasons. Make sure that their cars are going the right speed, let's just say. And they'll record that kind of thing. But I wanted to show you the capabilities of the Waze, not the Waze, but the actual Valentine 1. And then, like I said, I use it in conjunction at all times when I'm driving, whether it's on the highway or the city. I use it with Waze. Because Waze, the map, you know, it shows it about, I want to say it's probably about 2 or 3 miles out. I don't know if you can see that. We're like way up here at the top of the map. That's probably from my house. It's probably about a 15-minute ride because of traffic and everything. So if you were even if you were on the highway, that's still 3 or 4 miles away, and that's plenty enough time for you to see all the little cop bubbles on there and to slow down before you even have to worry about depending on your radar detector. So what I do is I use them in conjunction with each other at all times. That way I'm covering myself. So if I know there's somebody's already reported police ahead, I go with it from there. And then, you know, I'm already slowing down before I'm anywhere near it, especially if you see multiple police reported. There's some areas in Florida, I'll give you an example. St. Lucie County, which is down there in Fort Pierce, Stewart, Florida, Port St. Lucie, Florida, those areas down there. It's right where the Florida Turnpike and the Interstate 95, I-95 come right next to each other like this and head down to South Florida. As soon as you cross into that county, my God, is there cops there every single time. It's where that place I got pulled over for, doing 72 miles an hour in a 70-mile-an-hour zone. And after the cop pulls me out of the car, sits there and talks to me forever about drugs, this, that, and the other, and saying we look suspicious, then says, all right, well, go back, sit back in your car, and then he gives me a ticket for tinting. And I'm like, what? I mean, so you see what kind of place where you deal with down there. They're speed trap heaven. So anytime now I go down there, if I'm even going to take this car, what's setting it off right now is Walgreens, by the way. I need to have it, you can see there's, Publix as well sets it off. Publix is behind me. You see how there's two now? And then Walgreens is in front of me. It's the sliding doors. Now, I can section these off and zone them out, so that's no big deal. I just haven't done it. And that's how you silence it. You just push it right here. But yeah, and what happened is, like I said, down there, it's no big deal. So when I was on the highway going towards St. Lucie, let's say this is the Florida Turnpike rolling right through here. I hope you guys can see this in the camera. You would see way up here, you'd start seeing lots and lots of police reported. And then you just click on the bubble and it shows you who reported it and how long ago. And if it was like within 10 or 15 minutes, it's usually a pretty good indication that the police are probably still in the area. So I go ahead and slow way down. And then if I'm taking this car down there, which we don't really take anymore because now we have my wife's SUV if we're going on cruises out of Fort Lauderdale or Miami, then I just, you know, roll the windows down when we're cruising through there, just so the police don't have any reason. Because I was only doing 72 when I passed the police officer, and it was actually a state trooper. And they went ahead and pulled me over. He was already pulled over to the side of the road with his lights on. I got out into the left-hand lane, of course, to give them their lane, like the law says. And passed him, I'm like, oh, shit, am I speeding? I'm like, oh, God, I'm only doing 72 because I was talking to her the whole time. Wasn't even paying any attention to my speed, and I was really going slow. And he comes out after me. So lesson learned, there's some places around Florida you really just got to watch yourself. And any excuse they can. You know, and then he comes up there asking, saying, hey, you look nervous. I'm like, yeah, I'm nervous because why am I getting pulled over? I didn't do anything wrong. And he's like, well, go ahead and step out of the car, son. He's like, I know you got drugs on you. I'm part of the drug interdiction team in here in the Florida Highway Patrol and all this stuff. And yeah, let's just say that wasn't very fun at all. And had me talking outside the car, this, that, and the other. And I told him, look, dude, I work for UPS. And I finally got to the point where I said, dude, my wife makes more than both of us combined, okay? And he just sits there and goes, huh? And then I told him, I was like, look, I don't do anything wrong. I have nothing on my record. My grandfather was captain of police in Illinois. Go figure. I was like, why would I do something that's just retarded? And jeopardize my job over drugs. I don't care about that. And he finally let me go. And then he comes up to the window and says, all right, well, here's your tinting ticket. And I'm like, what? He didn't test it or anything. He just said, your tint's too dark. I'm giving you a tinting ticket. Just ridiculous. I didn't want to argue the case. I knew my tint's already darker. It's 5% limo tint on this car, and I'm not going to take it off. You know, the tint ticket was only, I think it was 125 or 130 bucks, and it doesn't give me any points on my license, so I just paid it off and just went on about my merry way. It was just not worth fighting it, and why even take it off? That would be just pointless. It cost me, I think back in 2006, about 160 bucks to install it, so, you know what I mean? Anyways, guys, I thought I'd share a little bit of fun Valentine radar stuff with you and let you see what's been going on, and we'll go from there. But I think one of these times, maybe tomorrow if it's still up, I might actually bring the red line with me and put the red line on one side and the Valentine on the other side so that way they don't bleed into each other, and then we'll do a test that way. They'll both honestly pick it up really good. These are two high-end detectors that you cannot go wrong with. If you're looking for a detector and you're willing to spend some money, like this was $400. The red line is either $450 or $500. And yeah, so as long as you want some super high range detection, then these two are the ones you want. But I will tell you though, because you're spending more and they're long range detectors, they were going to false a lot more than some of their other detectors that will actually block them out. But I'd rather have the long detection, and I can deal with a little bit of hitting the mute button once in a while, you know what I mean, and learning where the area is. So anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. I hope I got to show it to you, explain a little bit about it, and yeah, we'll make out some more videos. I know a lot of people actually like this stuff, so we'll see. All right, talk to you in a bit. On the way to the place. Later.